Welcome back, everybody, to our crypto catch-up. Obviously, going to have a look at the charts with Blue shortly because there's been some pretty significant price movement. Firstly, I just want to give a heads up to everyone because I was contacted first thing this morning by my father about an email from FTX. It's a scam, people. So anyone out there that's getting that's sort of salt in the wound for a lot of people that have already been burnt. Quickly moving on from Franklin Templeton, very, very bullish for the crypto space.
Bitcoin is the greatest distraction from the greatest disruption that is coming to financial services. If you bring the technology down to its core value, it does three things. One is it allows a payment mechanism. Number two, it allows smart contracts to be programmed into the token. And three, because it's a general ledger, it has a source of truth. So whoever has that token, all rights in that token are granted to that person. If you think about it, it's just securitization done on steroids.
So just before I hand over to Blue, I did sort of find it quite amusing to read an article this morning about some Thai astrologers with huge followings in the hundreds of thousands are now moving into predicting the crypto markets with tarot cards, and people are obviously buying into this. And here's an article on that. Our man Didi from the Bitcoin family, who we just welcomed back to Thailand in this last week, gets a mention there. He incorporates moon cycles into his indicator. And I know this is something that a lot of people do follow, the stars. One of the astrologers had actually predicted Mars was lining up for a favorable sextile earlier this week. And they predicted that the price of Bitcoin would go up, which it in fact did. They've gone on to say that the transit of Mars to Scorpio is coming up, and that's not favorable. So on that note, Baloo, I'll hand it over to you to tell us how do you predict the markets and what's going on?
I use facts to predict the market.
Okay. No tarot cards.
The facts are in the candlesticks. When people are buying, you get green candles, and when people are selling, you get red candles. And the way you interpret the price action should help you make financial decisions. But
well, as a man who's flying through space at this very moment, I could tell you that I think there is at least a difference between tarot cards and crystals as opposed to using moon cycles. I think that's a little bit more right on the money. The mood of all living beings on this planet does get affected by gravitational pull of the moon. We are like 70% water or something in our bodies. There's physical, actual cause and effect from where the moon is and what's going on with that. So I dig that side of it. The tarot card part, you might have lost me there, but it's just that I guess you can mix fact in when you do incorporate actual celestial bodies somehow, if you're willing to go down that road.
Yeah, look, I think in Didi's case, I think it's called his Bam Bam indicator. It's not purely based on moon cycles. I think it's a factor in there. So I do agree with you. I think there is some credence to it. But over to you, Baloo.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll just share what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. So we have flipped our bias. So macro, me and the rest of the team have been very bullish to accumulate BTC. We've been accumulating for months. We've been in the accumulation range basically since June of 2022. We got a nice rally. We overtook some of the resistance. We're now sitting on support, and we're trying to take another crack at a very serious resistance point. This 30K resistance goes way back to basically, it was originally tested back in December of 2020. And this has been an area of resistance. It's been an area of support. It's a very, very significant level. If we can break past this level, we've already been rejected twice in this area. We were rejected in April of this year, and we were also rejected in July. We're up there again. So, we need to approach this with the thought that we could be rejected. But if we get above, honestly, there's nothing holding us back from that level, getting us up to around 50K. There's really nothing in our way beyond this point. So the key price for me is 32K. If we can get to 32K, we're probably going to the mid 40s to $50,000. But We are currently at resistance. We have kind of a head and shoulders pattern forming. If we do get a rejection here, it will kind of lead into that narrative that this was a head and shoulders, that's a trend reversal pattern. And I wouldn't be surprised for us to go back into the trading range and continue to trade sideways for a few more months before giving another attempt at reclaiming these levels. So it's wait and see right now. Wait and see, but our bot is actually long. So if we just turn on alpha numerics really quick, when the wave is green, we are bullish. When the wave is red, we are bearish. The wave is green. So we're open to the possibilities that this resistance will be taken out and we will get above 32. And like I said, if we get above 32, I wouldn't be surprised to see us at 50.
I've had a couple of people ask me about your indicator and want to give it a go. So could you just remind us how they go about that?
Yeah, so just go to blackbox.pro. So BLKBOX.pro. That is our Bitcoin trading bot. It's free to use. Just sign up with our partner exchange. And the indicator, you can get a discount on the indicator as well. The indicator is paid. The trading bot that trades based off of the signals that the indicator gives is free. So it's up to you if you want the free version or the paid version. But it's all through blackbox.pro. Join the community, join the Discord, ask questions, get clarification on anything you might want clarity on, and we can point you in the right direction.
Excellent. Jesse.
Very uncommon on this show these days, but something that the audience would froth at the mouth at, which is a potential low cap gem. Sean, you may remember back in the last bull run, I was a proponent of a token called DSLA, which was decentralized service agreements and stuff like that. Through DSLA, which is, in my opinion, a vetted, strong force to be reckoned with good fundamentals and a good team, they've been nonstop. If you look at their Twitter, they've been nonstop pumping Octagon because they're going to be working together, them and Chainlink. Apparently, there's going to be a big announcement between about all three. And as we know, Chainlink's already blowing up. But so artificial intelligence and a white hat bug bounty hunter. And it's mainnet is actually dropping in a couple of days, but it's an interesting concept that I haven't found any other competitors. Basically, anyone with a computer, it's almost like running a node. They can run different apps, but the long story short is people can actually earn crypto through minting proof of bugs on Octagon's findings. And I wish we had done this show a little earlier and I could have mentioned it, because they don't even have it on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko yet. But this is just the Otacon Weth pairing on CoinMarketCap. I was looking at this and investing a little bit only just a week ago. I'm not like Baloo. I'm not reading charts much, but I always have a knack for feeling it out and finding the next gem. So is this a possible game changer? Yes, I can feel it. And if this here is any type of sign of things to come,
500%.
I mean, in the last 24 hours, I'm not sure where this is going.
Are you able to sell that though? What sort of liquidity is this thing got?
I bought it on Uniswap. If you look at their Twitter page, they've only got 600 followers so far. But I like what they're talking about. Like, they actually have interesting input into the tech, and I think that it's worth taking a look into this, because I haven't seen anything like it, and I got a feeling, and that's all I got.
Okay, there we go. Jesse's a low cap gem. I mean, look, on that note, guys, I think I'm really starting to sense a little bit of retail interest coming back into the market. People are actually starting to contact me again. That hasn't happened for a couple of years. I've also spent the last week with some, pretty senior people, savvy investors from that are in senior roles at big financial institutions. They're really looking at this market again closely. That combined with, the announcement from Franklin Templeton. We've had Google partnering with Multiverse X. I believe the token there is EGLD. If you want to have a look at that, that's pumped. A big move in the market over the last week. Do you guys feel? I mean, okay, Jesse's playing the low cap gem game there. Do you guys feel that we're on the cusp of a big move here, or do you feel that we're still really waiting for that big macroeconomic picture to improve before we're going to see a bull run? What are your thoughts, your general thoughts?
I am not expecting a big move, but I am getting a lot of evidence that says that the bottom is in, the bear market is concluding, and we are transitioning into a bull market.
Right.
The early stage of the bull market, you don't get fucking moonshots. I mean, Octagon or whatever it is did 500% in a week. So obviously there's going to be outliers. Just don't fall for, survivor bias. But we're seeing some pretty interesting stuff as far as the progress of how assets have been trading over the last couple months. And I really do feel that we're getting very close to up-only conditions. Could be a little bit of short-term volatility, but we're almost out of the bear market. I have a lot of evidence to show that we're almost out of the bear market.
I think the other interesting thing that I've been following closely is obviously it really looked for a while like the US just wanted crypto out. It seems to have swung in the opposite direction now. And I think what we're really seeing from the legislators is a move away from what you would call sort of centralized decision making to much more of a state level approach to this, which is quite interesting. And really one of the drivers there is you've got a number of industries where that is the case. So the feeling is that with AI, also a lot in the biotech space, they're just not really able to regulate fast enough at a federal level. Things are really taking off here, both in crypto and AI primarily. So, will that give the markets better clarity? I mean, I think, the statement from Morgan Stanley that these ETFs are likely to be approved is going to be a big driver. But, we're probably not going to have to hang around forever waiting for a complete clarity, which was the sentiment over the last year. As I say, a lot of this will go sort of state level. So yes, it'll be messy and choppy on that front, but I don't think that's going to hold us back as much as it has in the past. I just want to say to the people out there watching that have been in the space for a while and who do understand it, I think now's your time to really help out the friends and family, really talk them through how to set up a wallet, do a bit of a handhold. Top of the show, I said, my father's contacting me about to click a button on a scam. Our industry is still rife with scumbags. Let's not beat around the bush on that one. So, a little bit of hand holding out there for the people that do understand the space. Please get involved. Now's the time. Jesse, final thoughts.
Just find it interesting how one of the big phrases now in crypto is flight to safety.
Oh, I think what's driving the steep rise is a flight to safety.
Bitcoin is the new flight to safety.
That the perception of Bitcoin and Ethereum as flight to safety assets.
So it was a flight to safety.
The rally today is about a flight to quality.
Or perhaps flight to quality, but something that Larry Fink has been squawking about and a lot of other people have been parroting. Interesting how trending phrases now are being pushed on the masses, especially by folks like Larry Fink. I mean, is it a whole, if you can't beat them, join them? They can't stop this avalanche of Bitcoin, crypto, everything. They can't stop it. They tried their best, and Gary Gensler tried his best, and all these people have tried their best to stuff and squander and make things difficult. So I'm just getting vibes of there, certain people in power saying, okay, let's shift into the next technique, which is promote it and make it look like it's a great thing, and then somehow, so let's keep our head on a swivel and be sure that we don't just fall victim to wolves in sheep's clothing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thanks guys. So I think it's really time to sort of ramp things up again. We hope to be doing that a bit more regularly for you. So tell your friends and family about us. And we'll see you back here next week. Cheers, bro.
Later. Have a good one.